In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this kind of background in your videos so that your edits will look premium. Here on the edit page, you go to the effect library. Now go to effect and drag and drop a fusion composition onto your timeline. With your playhead over the fusion composition, let's go to the fusion page. Now here on the fusion page, let's add a background node. Okay, let's now connect our background to the media out. And let's add another background and connect the output of this second background to the output of the first background. This will create a merge node. If you want to know the reason why when we connect certain nodes, a merge node is created. However, when you connect others, no merge node is needed. Then watch this video in the description. Okay, let's continue. Now that we've connected our second background, let's go to the inspector and change the colors. I'll go with the four corners. So we will set the colors like this. You can choose any colors that you want. I will go with this and then turn it down a little bit to make it a little darker. Yeah, and okay. And set this one to midnight blue. Like this, and also go to and also turn down the brightness. Okay, like this. I'll just repeat the same for the next two colors. This one to be blue, then turn down the brightness, and the last one will be this one. You just repeat the same color like this, then we turn down the brightness of that color also. So we get something like this. Now, to get some black colors in here, there are many different ways of doing it. The simplest way we are going to do this is to add a fast noise node. When we bring in a fast noise node, if we connect the fast noise node like this is what the look will be. And we will have to make many adjustments in the inspector to get the kind of look we are looking for, and probably may not even get it. So the way we are going to do it this time is to use the fast noise as a mask. We are going to connect the output of the fast noise to the mask input of the background. This way, what we are saying is, hey, background, only do your job inside this particular fast noise node. So that is what we are saying, which means if we make any changes to the background, it's going to be limited to the area defined by this particular fast noise. So for example, if we change these colors over here, the fast noise, the colors there will be affected. But if we had connected it the other way, it won't have this same impact. That is the reason we are connecting things this way. Actually, this already looks good. But for us to get the kind of look we saw in the introduction, let us make a few changes to our fast noise node. If we leave our center like this is how it looks. But in this case, we are going to set our center X to 2.2 and our center Y to 0.9. And our details, if we decrease the details all the way down to 0, this is the kind of look we get. And when we increase it all the way up to 10, this is the look. So you can adjust it to get the kind of look you really want. And in this case, we will make the details 1.5. And our brightness and contrast. Now, our contrast, this is the lowest, and this is the highest. We will adjust the contrast to 5.0. Then the brightness also, lowest, it makes it too dark. Definitely that is not the kind of look we are looking for. We then adjust it to 1. And the scale, we are going to uncheck this lock XY so that we can manipulate the X and Y sizes of our fast noise separately. If we keep it checked and we adjust the scale, this is how things will look. But if we uncheck it, now we have more flexibility. We can control the X separately and also the Y separately, depending on the kind of look we are looking for. So in this case, we are going to do just that. We'll control both of them separately. We will set the X scale to 1.14 and the Y scale, we will set it to 20. That is like the maximum, I think. Yeah, that is the maximum. And now everything looks very messed up, but we are getting closer to the kind of look we are looking for. So let's keep going. The angle, we will set it to -146, like this. And now, when it is default and we play through, as you can see, there is no movement at all. So for us to get any movement, we have to adjust this CT rate depending on the kind of look you want. When you go very high, it moves very fast. And when you adjust it and make the number very small, it moves but very slow movement. So in this case, we will set our CT rate to 0.052. And we have this look. Okay, so now let's talk about this side, the discontinuous and the inverted. If we check discontinuous, this is the look we'll get. And when we pray through it, this is what we are going to get. And if we also check the inverted, this will be the look we will get. Anyways, you can just make any changes you want to get the kind of look you really want. The most important thing is the fundamentals, you understanding the basics, why things are done in a certain way. Now, if we leave the inverted unchecked, but the continuous checked, this will be the look. However, we are going for the opposite. So we will leave our inverted checked and the discontinuous unchecked. And we get this kind of look. It still doesn't seem to look like what we are going for. You are right. So now what we are going to do next is to add a blur node. With your second background selected, you can just grab a blur node and we add our blur. Nothing seems to happen yet. Now look at what will happen when we increase our blur size. Now that we've increased the blur size, you can see there is those black things we are looking for. And when we play through it, this is the look we are going to get. If you are not satisfied with the look, you can still go and make more changes to whatever you feel needs to be changed. It could be the movement or anything else, the details, the scale, anything you feel like changing. So basically that is it. And if you now play through it, this is what is going to be the look of our background. If you want to learn how to make this kind of effect in DaVinci Resolve, watch this video next. In this particular video, you will also find some core fundamental principles that explain how nodes interact and work together to give particular results. So I highly recommend you check it out.